We're back with another episode of The Buzz. This is Sherwin with Gospel Music Buzz, bringing you the best in gospel and wholesome content. Follow us on all platforms, Gospel Music Buzz. Today we have a real treat for you guys. We have the honor and privilege of speaking with recording artists, but more importantly, a father-daughter duo. This must be the first because I don't think we've ever had that before in the show. So we're making history already here. Mat and Savanna Shaw. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much, Sherwin. We're excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on and talking to us today. So, before we kick it off, I know you guys just got back from vacation, so you want to tell us a little bit about that. So how was the vacation?
Yeah, we just got back from Lake Powell in Utah, and it was so nice. It was so pretty, just, be outside and doing fun things as a family. So it was a very nice break.
I love vacation. Vacation is the best. It was just a short one, just a weekend trip, but the kids had never been to Lake Powell. And, when you live in Utah, you kind of have to make that visit at least once. So we spent a couple of days on the lake and it was so nice.
Oh, awesome.
Good break.
See, I've been in New York now for almost 20 years, and I tell you the truth.
Wow.
I've never been to Statue of Liberty. I've never did Ellis Island. I've never did any of the tourist attractions. And I keep telling myself I need to do it. So maybe this summer, since you guys did that, maybe this summer I might just do it. Let's see.
It's cheaper than going to another state, right?
This is true.
That's funny.
I'm going to kick you guys off with what we like to call our icebreaker section. So for this segment here, I'm going to ask you two questions, and you have to answer the question how you think the other person would answer. So not your answer, but basically, Mat, you're going to answer for Savanna. Savanna, you're going to answer for Mat. So once I ask the question, you just blurt out what you think the answer is. You're not going to wait for the answer. You're just going to just blurt it out.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, no.
So the first question here, favorite snack to eat in the studio?
Acai bowls, for sure.
Anything mom brings.
It's true.
That's a safe answer.
True.
Yeah.
That's a safe answer.
It is true. I don't like. I'm just terrible at making any kind of food myself. I'm awful at it. I ruin it. And so I'm always so grateful for anything somebody brings me or makes for me. I am not picky at all. As long as I don't have to make it, I'll eat it.
I love it. Okay, got you. You got the first one, so you got one more to go. There were some delays there. I just want you to blurt it out. Right answer, wrong answer. Just blurt it out. Now, the second question here is favorite song to sing.
The Prayer.
What? That Taylor Swift?
What?
I don't know. That's
Taylor
what came to my mind. Don't you like to sing her music?
No. I like to listen to her.
Oh, shoot.
What?
It just came to my head. I don't know. I'm just following the rules.
So which one did you say, Savannah?
I said The Prayer because I think that's your favorite that we sing.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, why didn't I just pick one of our songs that we sing?
Okay, that's fine. That was the whole thing.
I panicked, Sherwin.
Taylor Swift.
You had 2 seconds. It's all good. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with Taylor Swift.
Oh man, you've been listening to a lot of her stuff lately, though, right?
I have.
Like I'm not that far off.
I don't think I've ever sung any of her songs, but I listen to them.
Okay,
this is funny. I love it. All right, so that was the whole goal, just to get everyone to just relax and lighten up. Now we can truly jump into it. So tell me a little bit now about your origin story. So I guess Mat, you'll start, and then Savanna, you're gonna kind of piggyback, since Mat kind of have a few years than you, so I think he kind of started a little bit before. So
yeah, I mean, I started singing when I was a kid. I just always grew up singing. I loved music and sang in college. I had a vocal performance scholarship, but then, I got my accounting degree, and after college, I started a real estate company, and I have 4 kids. And so life just kind of takes over and I set singing aside as I tended to my other priorities. And it really wasn't until, Savanna encouraged me to join her for that first duet that we sang together, the prayer, that I really started singing more. And you can maybe share the story about.
Yeah, so jump in.
It's kind of a funny story how it all happened. It was at the very beginning of the pandemic when everything was, starting to shut down. I was in a children's choir, and we didn't really have a great way to keep on singing with each other. So we had the idea to all start our own music Instagrams, just, keep in touch during the pandemic. So I started mine. It was my very first, social media channel.
First social media post ever.
Yeah, very first post. And I was way too scared to sing alone. So I pulled my dad in. I'm like, hey, I just need to do a song. Like, will you do it with me? And we posted it, and then it started getting views, and then people started sharing it, and then it just grew, and it, turned into something way bigger than we ever thought it would be. And now we're still singing. So
now it's a thing.
Yeah.
And we get to sing together.
See, and I'm going to get to that just now. So it's interesting, right? Because, everyone always try to go back and study, how did someone go viral? What did you do? Did you talk to a strategist? Did you do this? Did you do that? But basically, you guys saw what was happening. You had a need to do something. It was just the right time. The world is shutting down. Everyone needed something to kind of hold on to. And then you sang so eloquently, so beautifully, the prayer, which again, everyone was literally thinking of some prayer at that point in time, and it just connected. So now it's almost close to 9 million views. So during all of this process, like at which point did you guys look at each other like, hey, I think we're viral? So talk about that moment that you guys realized like, hey, we're viral.
We thought we were going viral at like 3,000 views.
That was a lot to us.
Like, oh my gosh, 3,000 views.
We just didn't do a lot of social media. So I took a screenshot and I sent it to Savanna and like circled 3,000 views. I'm like, you're not going to believe this. People are watching it. They're sharing it, and it's starting to spread. And then, like you said, it's close to 9 million views now. But that's when I think it was starting to get really surprising, is at 3,000. And then of course is just since, just kept growing and growing. And so it's been fun. It's been really fun.
Awesome. And then during that process, so I guess then at which part of it, then you realize like, hey, I think we're enjoying singing together. So let's record an album. So just at which point in that process? So
it was probably when Steven.
Yeah, so
along.
Our arranger, musical genius, Steven Nelson, came along probably 5 months or 4 months into us singing together.
After we posted the prayer.
Yeah,
the problem is there are not very many male-female duets that you run out of songs that are appropriate for a father and daughter pretty quick. And so we needed to arrange some songs that maybe aren't duets normally, and write some original music ourselves. And so that's when Steven came in
along, and we were just loving it and having so much fun making music with him that we were like, you know what? Let's make an album. And we've made 3 albums in the past 8 months. Yeah. So we've been busy, but it's been really fun.
Amazing. So again, just kind of backtracking this now. So you started off, you made this account, you're like, hey dad, let's sing a song together. 8 months later, you've just knocked out three albums, which we just recorded 3 albums, So.
I know. What were we thinking? I don't know.
I know.
We didn't know what we didn't know.
This is amazing, and I love to hear stories like this, right? So now the most recent album, Stand By Me, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So the compilation behind that album, even thinking about title, because I'm always interested in album titles. So what made you went with that title, just starting with that?
Yeah, I think it was just, the times that we were in and the importance of relationships, especially, And, you know, on the tail end of this period in our history of a lot of uncertainty and fear and anxiety and loneliness, and the importance of having somebody to stand by and to stand by you. And so all of the songs kind of follow that same kind of meaning and importance of relationships.
Yeah.
And and the idea for that actually came from my wife.
Yeah,
Brooke
my mom, Brooke,
had that idea to call it Stand By Me. But
yeah, and that album is so full of like different genres. It's just such a diverse album that with like hope and fear and just, you know, all of these human emotions. And we just love the name Stand By Me because through all of it, you just want someone to, you know, stand by you. So that's another reason why we chose that name for the album.
Very fitting name, certainly. And then even the song selections, you know, I know you have some songs that were popular and you did some original pieces and so forth. So talk to us even about curating that listening experience, and in the end, kind of like, you know, what was the goal going into this? I know you mentioned connectiveness, there was the eclectic, there was the mesh of different genres. But when you sat down and look at it, because I always still refer to an album almost like you're reading a book, right? There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an ending, there's different parts, there's highs, lows. So how was that process?
I mean, it's exactly as you said. We just kind of want to take people on a journey a little bit. And some of our songs we choose because they have a really deep meaning to us that really resonates with us. And some of them are, you know, just to have fun. And the original on there is something that's really vulnerable and honest and raw from our experiences, from Savannah in particular. And so it's something that is hope-filled, but also honest, you know, in that, you know, we as humans have struggles and challenges, but through it all, we can find hope and we can find joy in sticking together and standing by each other.
Awesome. Love it. I'm getting goosebumps over here just listening to all of this. I love it.
Oh, thank you. You're awesome. This is fun.
No, this is great. So tell me, I know you mentioned, you know, you have 4 kids, yourself and Brooke, you guys have 4 kids. So are the others also musically, or there's some, you know, some musicians, some singers, producers? Like what else do we have going on there?
Yeah. So we have Easton, which is the next sibling down the line from Savannah. Savannah's the oldest. Okay. So Easton's been picking up the ukulele and he's been playing a lot of that.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
He accompanied us on one of our songs that we posted on YouTube, Tonight You Belong to Me.
Oh, I need to go back and see that one. Okay.
Yeah. So Tonight You Belong to Me is a fun one on YouTube because Easton plays the ukulele. And then we have our youngest, Penny Jean, and she sings along on that one. So it's not on the album. It's something that, you know, it was Penny Jean's favorite song. She's 7 years old. She sang it all the time. She calls it I Know. That's her title for the song. But we listened to her sing it over and over. We're like, oh, we got to do a video with her singing. It's so cute. Yeah. So we've got a few other musicians up and coming.
Love it. That's awesome. And then, you know, even kind of thinking back, right? So I know you guys also, from looking and seeing on Instagram and stuff, you guys just had your concert. So tell us about that process. So you originally had a certain date for the concert. You had to cancel, and then you got a different venue and all of that. So, you know, take us on that journey a bit.
Well, we knew we wanted to do a concert to kind of celebrate the release of our album and to share some new music and to celebrate the return to live music.
Yes.
The energy and the support and the excitement that comes from that. And so we were looking for different venues. It just wasn't working out because different COVID protocols and things were just barely starting to come to life.
Yeah.
And so we were to the point where it was either going to happen or it wasn't, but we needed to make an announcement. And it was probably a day before that we found out that we could do it in the beautiful 𝗃𝘃 Theater. It's like the premier theater here in Utah.
Yes.
And so we only had like 30 days from announcing the concert to selling the tickets and trying to fill, you know, this amazing stage and theater so we could pay the rental costs that we had. So it was so scary. It was so stressful, but it all came together really quick. There's an army of people that helped us put it together and support us. And when all was said and done, it turned out to be an amazing concert. Like our first big live headline concert.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. Savanna loves singing live, and that's kind of a new experience for us because we've been in the pandemic this whole time and just singing, you know, to a screen. But
and I just love the energy of a live audience. I feel like you just can't experience that when you're singing for a camera. So I don't know. It was just so magical, I think, to finally be reunited with all these people that have been listening during the pandemic. And yeah, it was just really special.
Yeah, and I saw the photo you guys posted with your backs to the camera with just that majestic view. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That must have been so magical just coming out. And I saw some other footage and stuff when you guys are singing and like walking down the middle and then just like when you came, I was like, man, it's like a movie.
Oh,
it was just amazing.
Thank you. I mean, it's kind of wild when you consider, you know, we started singing and recording music in our closet, you know, here at home. And we had done that for so long. And in less than a year, you know, here we are being able to share our music in a venue as beautiful as that. It was just like, you know, someone pinch us. Like, how does something like this happen? It's just amazing.
And then even for you, and I'll ask the question in reverse in a second, but for you, Matt, to being able to know, you know, hey, you started off, you had such a passion for music, right? You left, went on, handle your responsibility, you know, doing what any good father would do for their family. But now to be able to come back and tap back into that, but not do it alone, but to be able to do it with your daughter, like how special is that for you?
Oh, it makes it so much more meaningful. You know, I enjoy music, you know, for the power of music to convey emotion and feelings. And I never feel more emotional than when I'm hearing music, but to stand on stage and to look over and to see my daughter, you know, enjoying that same feeling and emotion and seeing her be brave and vulnerable and doing scary things and putting herself out there and, you know, singing and feeling the response from the crowd. It's just, I mean, it's an amazing experience. And I have to try to control those emotions so I don't get emotional on stage. First time we performed, I got emotional and Savanna was like, Dad, I've never seen that out of you.
I'd never seen him cry before, so I kind of like did a double take. I was like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
It was just that I was just overcome with those feelings of being so proud of Savanna for putting herself out there and being brave. And, you know, because she was shy. Like some of her friends didn't even know that she sang before all this happened. Right? And
oh no, I was so quiet and so shy about singing and just my life in general. So doing stuff like this is such a huge jump, especially to do in a year. So it's definitely been a really amazing journey. I mean, there have been some hard things about it too, like if we're being honest, but you know, it's been so rewarding to go on this journey, especially with my dad, just like having that connection and doing that with somebody you care about. Like, it's just really awesome.
No, and I can only imagine because, you know, and now, so this, I guess I'll shift slightly now, Savanna. So you're in school, right? What grade are you in?
So I actually just barely graduated. I graduated early. I'm 16.
Oh, wow.
but I'm done. So
as if we didn't have enough going on last year. She finished her last 2 years of high school last year. So
amazing.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that's something. That's very impressive.
Oh, thank you.
So not only, so you don't even have to worry about her coming up with excuses like, hey, I'm late to my homework because I was writing this song. There was this melody I had in my head. I couldn't finish my project. So that's what I was going to ask, but no, she's graduated. No, oh man, she just took away my question.
That's funny. Not anymore.
Yeah.
No, she's always been really good at managing. Like she got fantastic grades and got her homework done. And,
you know, I did procrastinate a lot, but it did get done. So that's what matters.
That's right.
Touch a bit on that. So for someone that is, you know, your age group, you know, younger than 18, being able to manage school, graduate, or, you know, currently in school, pursuing a passion, doing all that, like what message would you give to someone to say, hey, you know, this is what, you know, I'm doing this, you can, but like what message would you give to someone else around your age group?
You know, I have lived in a space for so much of my life where I just didn't think that a lot of those things were possible. I just didn't even let myself dream about accomplishing things like that. I just didn't think that it was, you know, possible until this year. And I think just having that one video, like it really started sparking a lot of confidence and motivation to like do things I'd always wanted to do. So I think for anyone out there, especially my age, who's holding back and scared of failure, I would just say, like, you really can't fail. Like, you'll always get something out of it. It might not happen the way that you thought it would, but honestly, like, just go for it. You know, just do what you want. Chase your dreams.
I love it. I love what you said, that you will always get something out from it. And I think that's a pivotal point to kind of just even stop at for a bit, right? Because a lot of time we allow fear to just cripple us from moving, from doing anything, from pursuing. But even the main fact of, or the main act rather, of failing, you know, you can learn so much. You can tweak, you can revise, you can come up with new strategies. I'm really glad that you said that. So anyone that's watching this after, listening, you know, you can do it, go for it. And, you know, you're going to learn something in the process, you know, not my words, you know, it's Savannah's, and she's clearly going for it. So, you know, she's over here, you're motivating me. So I'm like, let's all go for it.
I love it. Let's do it. We'll get it done.
So tell me a little bit. I know we're almost coming up on the top of the hour there, but I still, you know, I'm really enjoying this conversation. I want to just talk a little bit. So as the world is reopening back, what are you guys, you know, like what are your plans for touring, for doing any other, what it might be a collaboration, what it might be music videos? I know you guys record a lot already as it is. So kind of, you know, like what are some of the plans that everyone has to look forward to? I mean, as if, not to downplay, I mean, you released 3 albums in 8 months. I mean, if you're going to be overachiever, might as well ask the question. Let's just go for it.
Oh yeah, we'd love to travel and
we have a
tour.
lot of fun plans. We have some service opportunities coming up that we'll be able to do, you know, through our music. We have another album that we're working on.
Yeah, we're working on Christmas right now.
Christmas,
yes.
And we love Christmas music, so that we're working on that. And we've got a show in New York.
Whoa. Stop. You have a show where?
We're coming to New York. It's
when? Hold on.
When? I don't. I can probably say this, right? Like we haven't officially announced it, but like
if you don't want to say it, I mean, I'm going to inbox you next. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to inbox you. I'm going to ask. But if you're going to say it, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
It's September 18th at is it Sony Hall? I think.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it actually is. But more details coming out soon. But but we're excited. Savannah's never been to New York, and it's her dream to come to New York.
I'm so excited. It'll be really fun.
So that'll be really cool. So we're excited to come to New York to do a show.
Can't wait. I will be sure, because we also have 4 kids, so I will be sure to to ensure that we come there. Everyone is there. They're supporting, and it's just, I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be amazing, and I'll be sure to say hi in person as well.
Dude, we'd love to meet you and your kids and your family. That would be great. We'll get you tickets.
Oh, perfect. Like this is awesome. I mean, I really enjoyed speaking with you guys. Guys, the new album that is out right now, Stand By Me, in all digital platforms. Go check out the channel, like, subscribe. I mean, this is exactly what we all needed during this last year and even going forward, because again, the music connects people together. It builds bridges, it doesn't destroy. And just the fact that you guys are doing this, you're showing this, you're motivating, you're empowering, and you're just allowing others to just come out of that shell and just go forward and do all that they were created and called to do. I'm just blown away. And I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm just blown away. And you guys need to go get your music. And I appreciate you so much for coming on, for talking to us, and just tell anyone, if outside of the 9 million people, let's speak to others. How can they find you guys? How can they follow you? Like this? Tell me all your socials.
Thank you. We're easy to follow because it's Mat and Savanna across the board.
Everywhere,
if you just look at Mat and Savanna, you'll find us. You can go to our website, 𝗦𝗵𝘄.com, where we keep people posted on upcoming concerts and albums and events and service projects that we'll be involved with. So
perfect. And I am looking forward to New York. I will make sure I'm there, and I even bring an extra camera person with me so I can give you guys a quick interview after the show. And I'm just looking forward to meeting you guys and everything that you're doing. It's amazing. Keep doing it. Thank you guys so much again. Sherwin with Gospel Music Buzz, and this is your Buzz. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.